Bruh. So I know we both heavy sports fans.
Yes, sir.
And I've been wanting to wait till we got on the show to get your opinion on this recent quote that made headlines a couple of days ago. So it was made by Scottie Pippen.
Right.
So it was the quote that he made about Jordan when he said Jordan was a horrible player and horrible to play with.
Wow.
You
Yeah,
saw that, right?
yeah. I heard about. I actually seen that clip when he was talking about that.
So my initial reaction to that when the quote was made was, where's it coming from? Because it's not the first time Scottie has made comments about Jordan. So it just started making me wonder, why can't you come up in this damn chair?
Okay, get your life together,
I
dog.
can't get comfortable. It started making me wonder, is Scottie jealous, I guess?
They're doing it for attention, 100%.
But do you think it's legitly how he feels, or he's just doing it to keep himself
Relevant. No,
relevant?
yeah, I think so. I definitely think he's doing it for attention. I think he's doing it for relevancy. You know, it's been a slight buzz going around where before he made the comment about how good Scottie was and how much he helped contribute to Mike's success and the Bulls overall. Like without Scottie, they wouldn't have went as far as they did in X, Y, and Z. And it was just, I think he was just feeding off of that. You know what I mean? So I definitely think that he's trying to catch this wave that's going on, and it's stupid, man. It don't make no sense because my thought process is this: like, y'all won championships with the S. Y'all won some. Y'all won 6 rings. Like, y'all won 6 chips. So like, and you went there multiple times. Like, how many times?
I think they didn't start going until he got there.
Right, but I'm saying they went all 6 times. Every time they went, they won, right?
Yeah.
But did
They didn't go before.
Okay.
They probably got close, but
Right.
the first time they got there in 90.
It doesn't matter who got you there, y'all got there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because without Rodman, you probably wouldn't. You know what I mean? So we can break down all the players because
Correct.
it's a team game.
Correct. But before we even got back to who was responsible, I was just, when you first heard the comment, what you thought it was just for relevancy.
100%.
That's it.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know.
I mean, you come out and you say this now after all these years.
He's said things about Jordan before though. That's the thing about it. He's. I would have to search the comments that he made about Jordan before, but I know he's went at Jordan when the comments were made about who's better, Jordan or LeBron. And Scottie was on TV, made a comment that made headlines again about who was better. I forget exactly what it was, so I don't want to misquote it, but it's not the first time he's gone made a comment about Jordan. For me personally, I'm starting to question, is there any jealousy there? Because people always say,
I mean, Jordan. Look at Jordan as a brand, man. He's
well, I won't even think the brand. I feel like he just didn't. I feel like he maybe feels like he didn't get the credit
right
he deserved for helping
he probably
him win
feel
the
like
6 rings.
Yeah, he probably, because of that, he feel like he deserves more. He's deserving of more relevancy to this day, and just everything that comes behind it. Because Jordan's Jordan. Jordan has his brand, and like he feel like Scottie should be like, all right, well, people should be looking and loving me the same way, because without me, there would have been no Jordan. You know, the brand wouldn't be as big. He would just be like another role player instead of him being a role player. But I feel like Jordan is Jordan, right? Jordan, we all say Jordan's a GOAT, but no one's discrediting Scottie at all.
Do you say Jordan's the GOAT?
I say Jordan's still the
Yeah?
GOAT.
Okay.
Yeah, I got still, yeah.
That's another topic. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna open up that can of worms, but
Right.
go ahead, finish your point.
But, it's just, I don't know, man. I just think it was just all for attention and relevancy and, the whole thing going on with his ex-wife his ex-wife is which is the mother of his son, and it's kind of embarrassing her being outside like she is, and now actually dating Jordan's oldest son, and it actually looked like it's just not a fling. They actually look pretty serious and everything like that. So he probably still hurt. He probably hurt behind the whole family. The whole family just doing him dirty, man. Like the whole family, like he probably said, I can't stand the Jordans, man.
Yo,
Ruin my goddamn life.
hold on. Oh boy,
I mean, think about it.
this man.
What?
That ain't nothing to laugh at, but damn, boy.
Yeah, that shit horrible, man. That shit crazy. Dang.
This man that he won championships with, son, is knocking down your ex-wife. I mean, bro, that's crazy when you think about it.
That shit wild, boy.
It is very much so.
That shit wild.
But for me, I think it's sad because it gets to a point where we shouldn't be looking at who deserves more credit, because when Jordan left, Scottie didn't win another ring.
Right.
And when before Scottie got there, Jordan didn't win a ring. So it can go either way. Right. I think they need to, and I'm not even gonna say they, because Jordan hasn't come out. I mean, Jordan has come out and said that without Scottie, he wouldn't have achieved the success that he did. But it gets to a point where you got to just start appreciating what y'all built together instead of trying to say who deserves more credit. Like, I hate when I see a sports show do that. Bro, just appreciate what was done. No one in history has ever done 2 3-peats. Mm-hmm. Nobody. And I don't know if you'll probably see it again or whatever, but it's difficult. It's difficult.
Warriors, they didn't?
They didn't 3-peat.
Oh, they ain't 3-peat. Okay.
Nah, they ain't 3-peat. The Lakers 3-peated, but then they couldn't 3-peat again. You know what I'm saying? It's tough.
Yeah.
You got to just appreciate the success, the journey, the blood, sweat, and tears that y'all put into these 6 championships.
Well, Scottie wasn't stupid though. He brought that shit up years later. He ain't say that shit to basically to his face when they was going through the journey. He didn't say that then. He said it years later. Here we are. We talk. It's a topic now. So like, he knew better.
Yeah, I mean, and
he knew better because
I think the podcast that Scottie was on recently, Smart 2 headlines. You're gonna pick that one. I would have to watch the entire podcast to see what they were talking about, to see what made Scottie say that. Because to his point, yes, Jordan didn't win 6 rings until he got there. Jordan was struggling to get to the finals until Scottie got there, and then they got over the hump.
It's team ball.
Exactly.
It's team effort.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you getting there took some of the attention off of Jordan, which any team needs. You can't have it. Kobe went through the same thing. When the Lakers was winning and then Kobe won and Shaq gone, he struggled.
Yeah.
Until he went and got Paul Gasol.
Right.
So it happens. Yeah, Jordan wouldn't have won the rings without you. But then when Jordan left, you struggled, especially when you went to the Trailblazers.
Right. Well, he did all right with the trouble. He just didn't have that.
But he
didn't
win a ring.
Yeah, he didn't win a ring. He didn't have a team, and then it's the
but that's the same thing that Jordan went through before Scottie got there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. So that's why it looked crazy. It looked crazy for Scottie to to make these common accusations. Like, why you, bro? It's not proven. It's not proven that you're more the man because you went to a different team and didn't do that. You were at a different team before Chicago and didn't do that. I don't know. I don't even want to put it out there and sound dumb, boy. Be in the comments. I was like, damn, this nigga. Yeah. He wasn't with Chicago though. That's for damn sure. I don't know. Nah, I'm even gonna put it out there, boy.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, go ahead and Google it.
I'm gonna Google it. But I think he did get traded for it.
I go ahead and take a swing and miss.
Hold on. Stat check. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, people. Nah, bro, he started off in Chicago. He got drafted by somebody.
What time I leave?
He got drafted and traded for.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I knew. Yeah. So
yeah,
it wasn't all the way wrong.
87, 88 started with Chicago, all the way up until 99 when he went to Houston for 1 year.
Okay.
And then he went to Portland for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 years. And I guess he retired as a Bull.
Right.
2003, 2004.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I also know he felt some type of way about the Last Dance documentary that came out.
It just sound like a hater to me. I mean, come on, now. We call a spade a spade. He just sound like he hating, dog.
Nah, he felt some type of way about how the whole thing was depicted about just surrounding Jordan, which it was supposed to be about the team. That part I agree with, because the whole thing was supposed to be the Last Dance, the Bulls, not about the whole thing was just surrounding Jordan. And from my understanding, nothing was done without Jordan's approval.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
this whole documentary was just, it's not coming out until Jordan says it's good. Like, is this the Bulls or is it Jordan's documentary?
Yeah.
But then the way, there was a part in the documentary where they highlighted that Scottie got mad and didn't want to go back into the game because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Phil wanted Kukoc to take the last shot. Remember that part?
Yeah.
And he felt some type of way about them, the way they portrayed him as a bad teammate. And Jordan wasn't there when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So he was kind of like, why is that even into the equation or whatnot?
I see that. I see that. I see that part with the Last Dance and everything like that. But again, you don't hear any other players coming out talking about it. They could feel how they feel about it, but you don't hear them publicizing it.
Right.
Like, you don't really hear nobody coming out. I mean, they sitting there with their accolades and their trophies and they chilling.
I think nobody else really has a place to say anything. If somebody does have a place, it would be Scottie. To be fair,
Rodman.
Yeah, but Rodman was. He was just known for rebounding and doing.
He was a role player. Had you not had Rodman, it would have been a little bit more of a struggle. Had you not have, bro, everybody played a role in that team. Yeah, Michael Jordan was the bigger. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, yes, right? They make up probably half, but then you still have another half, and that's all around. Kukoc,
Longley. But what they gonna say?
What? Exactly, but they could say a little bit along the lines the same thing as Scottie. It's team ball. It's not all about Jordan. Jordan wasn't doing this before we got there and everything like that.
Nah, they can't say that because anybody could have. My bad. Anybody sitting here, don't worry about that.
Yeah, what are you talking to? Yeah, all right. Apologizing to the mic. It's all right.
Nah, they could have got anybody that to fill in for them players. But you can't find another Scottie Pippen.
Man, we could sit up there and speculate all day. But bottom line is, it took all of them to come together to win that championship.
Oh, no, facts.
And yeah, you could say, They could have found another Ron Harper. They could have, got another point guard. Maybe not.
No, I mean, in the aspect of team ball, yes, you got to have the right pieces in place.
Right.
Right. But the point I'm making is when you look at who the team is built around, we all know it was built around, I would say, Jordan and Pippen.
Right.
Even though Jordan was the bigger star, it was built around those two. And the first three-peat, it was Jordan, Pippen, and Bill Cartwright.
Mm. Right.
Ugly ass shot.
Right.
Man, we'll pull the shit from back here. And then the second three-peat, it was Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman. But the two focus players were Jordan and Pippen. So you take one of them away, I don't know if we even having that conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So that's why I'm saying if there is one person that can comment on anything, it would be Pippen. Just like if there's one person that can comment on the Lakers three-peat, it would be Shaq or
Right.
Kobe.
Right. Yeah.
I don't even remember. Was Rick Fox on that team? Like I don't even remember who else the other
Rick
players
Fox.
was. You know what I'm saying?
Rick Fox.
Robert Horry was there.
Robert Horry.
You know, they can throw their 2 cents in or whatnot because
Well, Robert
they were
Horry,
on the team. Big
that's
shot
one-
Bob.
That's one lucky dude. There, he got like 7 rings.
7 rings. Big shot Bob.
Him and John Sally got to be the luckiest dudes. But Robert Horry actually played a contributing factor.
Yeah, he did.
To John Sally, I don't know. He just haven't been there. He just happened to be in the right place, right time.
Didn't he win one with the Pistons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doing
he
pretty
got
good
like
for
5
himself.
rings. So
Like you said, right place, right time.
crazy.
I mean,
Well,
and
hey.
again, they can throw their 2 cents in and have something to say about the entire situation. But when you look at who deserves more credit and who would win it if this person wasn't there, yeah. But again, I think they just need to not even they, Scotty. Just enjoy it. I mean, if anybody knows sports, they know Jordan not winning 6 without you or without help.
Right.
And since you were, I don't even want to say he was the help, since you were an intricate piece to the whole puzzle, we know he's not winning that because we see what was happening before he got there.
Right.
Just
Yeah,
Enjoy
I mean,
it.
that's with anything. That's with anything in life. I mean, it happens in music a lot with music groups, and one's trying to stand out, one feel like they could do better than the next, or they trying to elevate. And sometimes people branch out and they do go solo, but that turmoil in the group breaks up the group, and sometimes people can't last on their own because the group was the group.
But
the group
then-
was everything.
and I don't want to make it a race thing, but sometimes I feel like I only see that with our culture.
No, you got a few of them boy bands back in the day that have broken up, and you see it, yeah, because
But do
that's
they
mainly,
talk about it? Is what I'm saying. Like, do they put people against each other? Is what I'm saying.
it's been publicized. It's been out there. It's just that you see so much of our culture that's what we pay attention to. That you really not. I guess the focus is not really there. But if you look at it, if you break down every situation between all of the boy bands and singing groups or whatever you want to call it, that's not around anymore, it's because of they just couldn't stick together. They couldn't, egos got involved, the contracts and money and this, that, and the other. It could be a number of things, not we could go on for days about that, but it's just like that, just like basketball, just like when you just trying to win as far as music is concerned too. I feel like if the records are coming, you making hits, you're making money, you're getting shows, you're getting booked in tours and it's selling out, what is the problem? But we're not there. We don't see behind the stage stuff unless it's put out in a documentary later on and everything like that. But the drug abuse and carrying one person, one or two people are carrying the rest of the group, And that's what a lot of that comes into play too. They feel like, oh, I'm carrying a group.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all not doing nothing. Y'all riding my coattail, type thing like that. Like what's the movie? Temptations
With
David Ruffin.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like his ego.
yeah,
You
his
just
ego
feel like,
definitely got.
You know
the
what I mean? Like, and that's life too, man. That goes into when you have a business. And
Y'all looking for another David Ruffin?
yeah.
Yo. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Classic, boy.
Yeah. Oh man. Nah, but yeah, absolutely. What's the name spoke on that too? 50. He said that was one of the issues that he had with G Unit.
Hell yeah, that's crazy.
He said that was one of the issues he had with G Unit, that the hunger and the drive wasn't there like he had.
Right. They were just waiting for him. They were literally just, according to him, allegedly, they were just waiting on him.
Yo said it.
to put things in motion and then
Yo
just reap the
confirmed.
benefits. Yeah.
Yo was on that podcast where they be in the barbershop.
Yeah. Jimmy Hoffa's.
Yeah. He kind of alluded to that too, and he kind of agreed with it. He was like, we wasn't as hungry. I mean, I think that happens, but you got to understand that somebody's gonna be the biggest star. That's how I look at it. Like everybody has their plays their role.
Right.
Everybody plays a role, and you got to understand that this person may be the biggest star, but that doesn't mean that you can't be a star in your own right and branch off and do something else like this, the Lions Den. You could branch off and do something else. Keno could branch off and do something else, and I can branch off and do. But we could still have the Lions Den. We're all stars in our own right.
Right.
But I don't mean that we still can't do this together. I don't know if you remember the group TGT, Tank, Tyrese, and
Oh yeah. Jaguar.
that's one of the reasons they fell apart, because
Ego.
Tyrese felt like he was the biggest star, and every night he wanted to end the show. And if you take away Hollywood, the movies, and just do music, who's the biggest star out of those three? I would say Genuine.
I was gonna say Genuine. Longevity wise, yeah,
Exactly.
say Genuine.
Exactly.
But Tank nowadays, I would say Tyrese is the lesser of the group.
If we
As
just
far
talk
as
about
music,
music,
yeah. I mean, even his movie, all right, but we're not talking about just overall fame.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about music, because people don't think Fast and the Furious when they sit there and listen to
Correct.
him sing. They want to hear him sing.
Correct.
So they want to hear his talent. So I would say, if you look at it as far as music is concerned, right now, I would think it would be Tank,
Right.
Genuine,
'Cause he's still-
and then Tyrese,
yeah.
because he's
Absolutely.
still more relevant.
Absolutely.
Even though Genuine had the longevity, more of a, he started first, longevity.
And I think I just using that as an example, if you want to talk about who's headlining the show, all three of them can headline the show.
I was
You
shocked.
can rotate
at that.
on who ends the show each night.
Right.
Just rotate. Okay, tonight you end the show, tomorrow I end the show, and then the next night you end the show, and then just rotate it.
I guarantee you, nobody's gonna walk out of there like, man, that was a great show, but it would have been better if Tyrese would have closed it. Like, nobody gonna give a shit.
That, and then it just puts pressure on the person who's ending the show, because if you go out there on the first set and you light that bitch up, then the next person gonna be like, oh shit, boy.
Yeah.
I got to bring it.
Right.
It incites friendly competition,
Right.
and then you can go from there. But again, like you said, that ego thing, man, about who should be doing what and who deserves more credit, and I feel like it gets in the way of success sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, not sometimes, a lot of times.
Yeah, it's true. That's
know.
true. I mean, that goes just on everyday life, when businesses and stuff like that. When you started off with a family member or a close friend or a group of people that are like minded,
Mm-hmm.
and then people's egos, money, that plays a huge factor too, and it just dissolves the product.
Yep.
you know, it just makes it bad for business.
Yep.
Altogether, you really got to be strong and one-minded, and be ready to compromise like no other when you're involving other folks.
But if that's the case, be real with yourself, man. Like, and
everybody got to be
no
real with everybody.
Yeah.
Transparency has to be there.
This ain't no knock. Excuse me. This ain't no knock to Scotty, because I mean I don't know if I wasn't there, so I don't really know. It appears that he carried his weight. You know, he did his thing. But if you know you ain't carrying your damn weight, like, again, let's take G Unit for example. When 50 was saying the boys wasn't really carrying. If you know you ain't carrying your weight, you just enjoying the ride, smashing chicks, collecting checks and whatnot, drinking, partying.
Right.
How mad can you be when the star branches off and takes the opportunity to do movies and do commercials and whatnot?
Right.
Because now it's not about the music anymore. And I think, you know, nobody goes into business or wants to be successful just to be stagnant.
No, I don't.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would think so.
Yeah, growth has to be.
You have to grow.
I don't know. Maybe they just thought that, you know, the big homie was going to carry him forever. No. And, you know, you just going, hey, tell me what I need to do, and I'll see what I can do.
Sometimes,
it's like, what?
Another example, even though they weren't a group, sometimes I feel like that's what Kanye going through, though, because I think he wants the success that Jay-Z has. And he's willing to do whatever or say anything to get it.
I mean,
you ever thought about that?
Yeah, you just don't know you just never know with Kanye, man. Like it's month to month with that dude, man. You can't really put your finger on it, because you can't really, because then you be like, all right, well, I see the way he going with it. I see his angle, and then next week it's totally different. It's, you know, not even the same. Like, you be like, what the hell? Like, I don't know. It's like he has so much in his mind that he's trying to get out, and it's coming off the top of the dome when it comes off, and there and he has no filter behind it.
Yeah,
you know, it's like, what's going on? But
yeah,
I mean, some of it makes sense, some of it doesn't.
Correct.
You know, so.
I mean, I don't know, man. What's the name?
I can't really comment on Kanye, boy. I just don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone. But what's the name did say something. Kendrick Perkins. Shout out to Kendrick from ESPN First Take. He was like, he just hopes that Scotty finds peace in whatever he's dealing with in life, because you constantly coming at somebody or constantly making comments about somebody that, to my knowledge, has never uttered a bad word about you.
Yeah, I never heard Jordan talk, and I always thought, up until you start hearing the little rumbles of Pippen, you know, kind of feeling some type of way. I always thought that they were cool. I always thought it was like, you know, thick as thieves. Like, you know, you never really seen that. You never really heard that, even though after the game, like after they stopped playing, you never really seen them hanging out or anything like that, like a lot.
I mean, I always got the vibe that I was partially due to Jordan because of how he moved or whatever.
Right. But
I mean, I never took it serious to say, you know, that would have been.
But you just, you know, from looking at it, like looking at the history, you're like, oh, they pretty solid. Like, You would think, you know.
Yeah.
So when these comments come out, it's kind of like, wow, like damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, it, like, prime example. I don't know if you heard that Shannon Sharp is off the show with Skip.
Yeah, I've been reading and watching as many videos as I can, and to
what's your opinion on that? That breakdown right there. Or that collaboration that they
somebody had. Actually watched the video before I came here. Marcellus Wiley.
Yeah, I saw that.
Spoke about it. He was saying that the two individuals outside of the show have respect for each other, but the characters or caricature, whatever the hell it is, the characters
like
that
me.
they.
Last show. Wait a minute now.
Well, no, there's two different words. There's a caricature and there's a character.
All right. Well,
I just don't know which one applies.
don't say use no word.
The character that they built on the show, Shannon was hired to be kind of like the wingman to Skip, and then his character became bigger than Skip's.
Right.
And they started bumping heads. And then I saw a video with Stephen A. talking about when he saw the downfall coming when the Damar Hamlin situation happened.
Right.
And Skip tweeted something about it, and Shannon didn't appreciate the tweet, and they had a discussion, and it started from there. They tried to talk about it on air, and Skip interrupted Shannon, and Shannon got mad and was like, I can't even finish my opening monologue without you interrupting me.
Right.
And you remember that video?
Always interrupting me,
Yeah.
like as if it is.
And then he was just like, go ahead, Jenny.
Yeah.
And it just got real awkward. And then from there,
even the Brady situation when they were talking about that looked like a real beef.
No, that was because which I would have took that personally too. 100%. I'm in the Hall of Fame. How you telling me he's a better player than me? We won't even play the same position. First of all, we don't play the same position. Granted, he got 7 rings. I got 3. I think Shannon got 3.
He got 2.
Yeah, he got 3. 2 with Denver and one with
the Ravens. Yeah.
But I'm in the Hall of Fame. He in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Just because he got longevity and
more
a couple of Brady rings could have went either way.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But that to your point, I feel like that was a real beef too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's sad because it does seem like 2 egos were just building up and just got bigger than themselves, and that's just.
But I don't know,
because like think about it, Shannon. I mean, yeah, you see the disrespect there and everything like that, and the shots they were taking at each other, but Shannon, and I'm not making no excuses. I'm not. That's just kind of my opinion. But Shannon had Club Shay Shay. Mm-hmm. That's building a big following. It's taking off.
Got over 1 million subscribers.
Yeah. Shout out to Shannon. Shout out to Club Shay Shay.
Yeah.
But I mean, so he's doing his thing there. So he's coming into a character like, yo, I could hold my own. So I can go on a bigger platform with ESPN. This dude over here, he's been doing it for a while. Mm-hmm. Skip has been doing it for a while. Shout out to Skip, but he's probably like, I'm new school. Mm-hmm. You old school. And then the ego started coming. You know what I mean? Like, I could bring a different flavor. I mean, because Skip brought Stephen A in.
Yeah, Skip brought Shannon in too.
That's what I'm saying.
He brought both of them in.
Yeah, and then Stephen A slowly took the spotlight. Mm-hmm. And then Skip left because allegedly Skip, didn't really like the way things was going and the direction. And he like, yo, like, So it was said that, Skip bounced because of Stephen A's success. Like, all right, well, I'm taking too much of a backseat. Yeah, I just go over here. I get my own show. I get my own, I bring another brother in. And that's that. It's just it happened to him all over again. He's getting Stephen A again. But Skip, I mean, Shannon ain't no Stephen A. Smith, but still, like,
yeah, no, I get where you're going.
It's the same thing.
I think, I don't know that I can't wait for both of them to speak on the situation, Shannon and Skip, that is, to see how in depth they go about what happened. I think they're too professional, so they're not going to really go too in depth about it. But I don't know. I'm kind of leaning to the fact that Shannon, number one, has always said that he's appreciative of the opportunity that Skip gave. And I think like as long as somebody's not disrespecting you, you have to understand that everybody has a moment in the spotlight. Mm-hmm. Today it could be mine. So next week it could be yours.
Right.
Everybody's gonna have their moment. Nobody's gonna sit on the mountaintop forever. And when somebody else replaces you in the limelight, that doesn't mean that your time is done. You could find something else to do.
Right.
I just think that the word that we keep throwing around, ego, gets in the way a lot.
Man, we all built to evolve.
Yeah.
You know, we're all built to evolve. You know, just try to put our best foot forward and try to just not stay stagnant and keep growing in life. You know, as individuals, and you know, with the help of others, could like you said, with the whole swinging it back around to this whole Scotty and thing like that, you evolve as a player, but throughout that process, you do need key players, role players that will help you evolve. Same thing in commentating, same thing in business and, you know, everything. And it's just life, you know what I mean? Sports, everything. So, I mean, I think that, like, just the whole point is just put your pride with your ego to the side and realize that to evolve in life, you're going to need help. And it's okay. You're going to need help. You're going to need role players. You're going to need people to come step in. You're going to need maybe to take a back seat for a little bit, let that person kind of regroup, and then you jump back out there and keep doing your thing.
That's what the team is.
Yeah, keep doing your thing. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's just it's sad because we're talking about greats, and in order to be great, you know, sometimes that ego has to come in the factor, but then that could be your downfall as well.
Yeah, bro. It gets to a point where and this is just beyond sports, just anything in life, even the Lions Den. Another example, I Am Athlete, when they first came together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How they dismantled. Yeah.
Exactly. Like egos get in the way, and it's easy for a lot of times for people to comment on it when you're not in the situation. I think a lot of times when you're in the situation, everybody's going to have a different perspective on why things played out the way it did.
Right.
You know, I could feel some type of way. If this shit break up today, I'm going to feel some type of way. You're going to have a perspective, and Keno going to have a perspective.
Right.
And that's not to say that either one of the perspectives are wrong. It's just different different views.
Yeah, different views, yeah.
And for whatever reason, there were differences that couldn't be solved. But them boys are 60. Pippen is 57. Jordan is 60. Like, what the hell? At this point, we should be past the whose fault it was, or whose credit, who deserves more credit and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you should be past that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we built something. We've done something that to this day people are talking about which team could beat the 96 or 97 Bulls when they went 72-10.
Right.
Y'all are stamped in history. Like, appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, appreciate that. Even with, again, I don't know what happened, but Dame and Jay-Z, bro, y'all did something that.
I like how you combined them in the beginning, Jamin.
You heard that?
Yeah, you ain't just gonna keep going like you ain't just through the. I thought you, Jamin. Who he played for?
Jameis. But Dame and Jay-Z, like, appreciate what y'all did.
Right.
You know, again, is it that bad to where y'all can't reconcile those differences? Shit, I don't know. I wasn't there.
That's the thing. Man, listen. You hear so many different sides of the story, so many different perspectives on that situation. We don't know.
Right.
We don't know. Because it is certain situations where it's okay to just walk away from because it's not beneficial to either one of us anymore to partner. It's just not going to work. Sometimes you try things and it's just not going to work.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And people think that's just like with relationships. You know, you don't get with just one person, stay with that one person forever. You know, you're blessed.
Ideally, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about like when you first meet your first, relationship ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's
those don't
a
play
blessing
out all the time.
Yeah,
like that.
it's a blessing. If it does, congratulations, because that's
right. One of the few.
That's how it's supposed to be, but most of the time it don't happen that way. And it's the same thing with business. You might have 2-3 business partners after the fact, you know. And it doesn't mean it has to end bad. It's just that we ran this course. It's ran this course, and maybe we're gonna branch off and do something else, or you stay with this brand. sell me my share, and then or I'm gonna take a buyout, and I'm gonna go start something else over here. Something totally different. But it's all different scenarios. So we just don't know what that is crazy. It's unfortunate because we're fans. So as a fan of all of this that we're talking about, you just don't want to see any of it because you're like, damn, you look at that team as being the greatest team to lace them up on the court, right? Then you're looking at certain music groups that you just hated to see go. Certain, out your favorite ESPN show, you hate to see it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. As fans, you just hate to see it go, but sometimes it has to happen.
Yeah.
It has to go down. So
yeah, nothing lasts forever.
Yeah,
nothing lasts forever. But yeah, bro.
I don't know, but I mean, I like to hear from the audience, though. I like to hear from the audience.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
on these topics of what y'all think about what these two old ass do.
We can't even say two because it ain't both.
It ain't Mike. Nah, it ain't Mike. It's Scotty Wallen. I think personally, but you might think something. But I think Scotty tripping. But
I agree with you.
We think Scotty tripping. So I would like to hear from y'all's perspective on that. Maybe somebody could put it in a different perspective to say, well, Scotty has a point, or Scotty was thinking about it, because maybe it might be somebody could shine some light on it and see it a different way. Everybody
they better know the man personally, because
I don't know though. Hey, listen, we didn't really, we were young, so maybe it might be an older cat that might come on, or older young lady come on and say, nah, did you know this? Did you know that? Like drop some facts.
Drop some knowledge.
So like, I like to hear from our audience either way. Well, any of these examples that we brought up, and just the topic in general.
Facts. Yo, before we close out, man, I always got to say thank you for the support for everybody. We haven't posted a video in a while, and I don't know about you, but people kept asking, "Yo, when's the next video?" And we just have
all the time
scheduling issues, man. It's something that we got to work through, but we most definitely will. Hope you like this video. Thank you for your continued support. As always, like, subscribe, and look forward to the next video. Kino Bino, missed you on this topic. Definitely would have loved to hear your controversial point of view on this one.
He would. I don't know. See, Kino would probably been right there with Scotty and shit. Like,
you don't know which way he would have went, but hey, that's what adds flavor to the show, man. But again, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next go round. My name is Damian Johnson.
Davern Lee.
With the Lions, then.